So a lot of you follow us for the cars that we feature and the cars that we work on our channel. But what you might not realize is we also work on motorcycles. So this is my third sports bike, and I sold my last one because I needed the money, and I bought this one for much cheaper, which means it needs a lot of work done to it. So today we're going to put new fairings on it, change out the chain and sprocket, put a new brake lever on it, and fix the cracked headlight. So let's get started. If you can't already tell, the fairings that are on this bike are garbage. Just about every piece is cracked and held up with zip ties. There's also a dissatisfying lack of clear coat on the paint that leaves these fairings essentially worthless. So I called Ben over and we made a day out of fixing this tragedy. With all of the fairings removed very carefully, it was time to work on putting a new chain and sprocket on. This is a fairly simple process, but it's important to take your time. Having a chain malfunction while riding could get caught up in the rear tire, causing it to lock up, and that's the last thing that I want. This is the old sprocket. They're both 49 tooth, which is the factory size. They didn't want to change the teeth size or change the gearing because I'm not going to be doing any wheelies or anything like that. I'm just going to be putting around on the highway, so figured I'd go with the stock size, and the new sprocket just looks way better. Okay, so this one's a little too old and dirty. So the problem is, you actually can see some kinks right there. When you hold it out, some of them are a little lopsided, like this one right here. That's a kink right there. Every time it goes around the chain, it flattens out, but then when it comes off the chain, it's kinked again. So that causes excess friction. It gets really hot, and then it'll eventually break. You don't want that to happen when you're going down the highway. So that right there, and many other spots on this chain, is why I'm putting a new one on. While I was stressing about putting the new chain on correctly, Ben was working on the other side. The brake lever was broken, and the previous owner repaired this in a rather interesting way. So we had to remedy this problem.
So the new brake lever is on. Now you should actually be able to press on an actual brake instead of these little nuts.
The headlight installation was quick and easy, so it was time to put the new fairings on.
This is just the rear cowl. Look at that. Look at the depth in that paint. Looks fantastic.
It really does.
Super, super stoked to get these on. The bike's gonna look a lot better.
The quality of these fairings has blown our minds. These fairings did come from a Chinese manufacturer, but not all Chinese products are created equal, and these fairings are a testament to that. So rather than show you installing these fairings, let's just cut to the chase and show you the completed product. Well, that was a lot of fun. I haven't ridden a bike in a long time. That feels really good to get back on this thing. The bike feels pretty together, pretty planted. The fairings obviously look really good. The brake lever works well, and the chain, super smooth. So all in all, I think it was definitely a success. And when I compare it to like some of the old parts that I had on there, I wouldn't even ride the bike before, and now I'm like excited to get back on it. The fairings actually fit up really well. I didn't have any problems with fitment issues. I know a lot of people, when they buy fairings from China and stuff like that, the bolt holes and everything don't line up properly, but these monster fairings actually fit up really well. I have some eBay Chinese fairings as well for my other bike, and the build quality is like nowhere near the build quality of this. Actually, let me show you. So people are afraid to buy fairings because they're from China. because of these. These are actual eBay Chinese fairings that are like $300 maybe. The paint doesn't look too bad on the outside, but when you take a look on the inside, all these tabs are just glued in place, and probably not in the right place either. And then if you look around all these edges, it's just really hacked up, like they almost built it with a Sawzall. I mean, the Monster fairings fit up perfectly. There were no issues with bolt hole fitment or anything like that, and none of these tabs were glued in place. It was all ABS molded plastic. It looks way better, and I'm actually like excited to ride the bike now. I just need to get new tires.